Halloween Ends is hitting theaters this October. The dying-awaited sequel to Halloween Kills has fans excited to see how everything really ends. This once 6-year-old child with the blackest eyes turned babysitter stalker has become a horror icon, slashing the scene for decades since the late 70s. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be reviewing each Halloween movie that includes Michael Myers all the way up to Halloween Ends, celebrating his highs and his lows, all hyping us up to the long-awaited sequel to Halloween Kills. So let's get into the film that inspired and changed the horror genre and slasher subgenre, Halloween 1978. Now, I'm going to say from the start that it's going to be hard talking about Halloween 1978 because there has been so many people online praising this movie for the right reasons, heck, even the other 12 films. Yet there's so much I can't say about this film that has already been stated. For starters, this film originally was titled The Babysitter Murderers and it was filmed on a budget of $300,000. But the thing I want to recognize is that how I believe John Carpenter's Halloween started the slasher genre. Yes, there has been slasher films before that of the likes of Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Black Christmas, and Schizo, but John Carpenter really set off the basic formula of slashers down the line, like chase scenes and the main female protagonist lasting called Final Girls. Yes, there was a formula before this with a group of people that has to escape the killer, but John really reinvented it to where audiences are on the edge of their seats in awe. So starting off, we have this beautiful iconic intro sequence that again changed the way slashers were made down the line. And without even seeing any characters, we hear this beautiful John Carpenter music that is still chilling to this day. It is the main anthem every year for Halloween, and you cannot miss one house while trick-or-treating not hearing the motif of but the movie begins on Halloween night 1963 and we see a person walking up to a house, and by now as casual Halloween fans we know this is young Michael Myers, as a person who just went into the movie theaters in 78 not knowing who it was might have thought this was a random person walking up to this house watching two teens getting it on. But no, this is baby Michael watching his sister go all out on her boyfriend. And this is another thing why so many people like Halloween as a franchise, because John and Deborah Hill really created a character so mysterious that people are wondering, oh, why did Michael kill his sister Judith? Oh, is he possessed by another character? Still a mystery that has yet to be explained. Unless you've watched Halloween 6 where they try to explain why Michael went evil with this whole Thorn cult stuff, which by the way, sucks. But we're getting off topic here, we'll save that for a future video. There's a time jump to 1978 where we are introduced to Dr. Loomis, his psychiatrist for 15 years. And Nurse Marion Chambers. They are driving to Smith's Grove Sanitarium where Loomis is giving one of his famous speeches about Michael, even going so far to giving him it pronouns, symbolizing that Michael is a force of evil that is yet to be reckoned with.
Try to understand what we're dealing with here. Don't underestimate it.
Don't you think we could refer to it as him?
If you say so.
All of a sudden, the patients are out roaming and Michael Myers jumps on Marion's car, smashing a window, which, fun fact, a wrench was held in Nick Castle's hand and he smashed it, causing it to shatter. Michael then proceeds to grab her hair and try to kill her, which she has died to Michael many times in this series. But she then escapes him and Michael steals the car, adding Grand Theft Auto to his list of many crimes. I'm out here agreeing with Loomis on how this boy know how to drive, like.
Now, for God's sakes, he can't drive a car. He was doing very well last night. Maybe someone around here gave him lessons.
We then are introduced to the main protagonist of the film, Laurie Strode, who is an outsider, more on the intellectual side than her friends.
I forgot my chemistry book.
So who cares? I always forget my chemistry book and my math book and my English book.
She has to babysit Tommy Doyle, who is bullied at school by Lonnie Eli, and has to take over her friend Annie's babysittee, Lindsay Wallace, after she decides to go hang out with her boyfriend. But Michael gets in the way and handles business by ending her off in one of the most iconic ways. And this is another thing I like about the film, is that the kills in this film are spread out, but are built upon, which in today's film standards wouldn't work. Michael then goes to his next victims, Linda and her boyfriend, while they're going at it, and to me, I believe this is the best kill in this movie. It's just satisfying to see Michael, who is a strong force, lifting up this heavy being and stabbing him through all the way to where the knife goes through the door, and it's just something about him looking and admiring his work. Some people may think he's just this person who just likes to kill and doesn't care, but no, he has a sense of humor. He takes a cloth and wears the dude's glasses, probably laughing at how gullible she is later to meet her fate. He then picks up the cell phone where Lori calls, and she thinks this is one of Annie's pranks. But being the good, intelligent friend she is, she goes and checks out her place, only to see her friends dead. This is where the new formula kicks in. As she sees Michael, she starts to run, and the chase scene is invented. We then get to the final battle, which was built up very well. She is slamming on the door, screaming to Tommy to open it. She is having to run away from the psycho, while at the same time being this mother figure trying to protect Lindsay and Tommy. Michael comes from behind and stabs the couch, and she stabs him in the neck, leaving his iconic hole in the mask look. Casual audiences would think that this would be the end because Michael is portrayed to at least have human qualities in this film. But oh no, he gets back up several times during this end battle, making the audience sit on the edge of their seats. I particularly like the sequence where Lori stabs him in the eye and then jabs a blow to his stomach. Then Loomis comes to the house after hearing the screams of Lindsay and Tommy and shoots Michael 6 times, leaving him for dead. Or is he? All in all, let me know what you guys thought about today's review. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And if you stuck this far into the video, comment what is your favorite scene or favorite kill in this film. And yeah, peace out.